So 210, armed robbery comes out at this bank with shots fired. That's how we got the call at Lakewood PD. So of course everybody on duty responds, including myself. When we get here, everybody at the bank, there's a lot of witnesses inside, and the bank employees are all cowered inside the bank. We find out there had been shots fired inside the bank. We had to clear the bank to make sure the bad guys weren't there. They were gone. What we found out is there was an armored car driver inside the bank who confronted the bad guy. He ended up firing several shots at the suspect as he was fleeing out these side doors over here. The suspect, according to witnesses, was struck. The only place we know where he was hit was the left side of his head. He was bleeding pretty badly. He's described as a black male in his 20s to 30s, medium complexion, a 1 to 2 inch natural afro is how it was described, 5'10" to 6 foot tall, average build, black t-shirt, dark pants. So that's the bad guy that was hit, left side of his head.
Black tee, dark pants.
Black tee and dark pants, yeah. Now, in the waiting vehicle, there was a black female in her 20s who was the driver. She's described also kind of a medium complexion, wearing dark rimmed glasses with a pretty tight ponytail, and just described as medium build, no clothing description on her. The vehicle they were in was described as possibly an Acura that's dark gray or black, and possibly with other multicolored panels, but it did have a distinct spray painted white spoiler that had oversprayed and didn't look very good. Nobody inside the bank was injured, including the employees or the witnesses. Obviously all of our detectives are here getting handwritten statements from everybody and interviewing everybody. The information's been ACB'd to all the local police agencies to be on the lookout for that. All the hospitals have been notified, so if anybody shows up with a bullet wound. No money was taken.
Did the armed car driver walk in on the...
No, he was already near the safe. He was in the bank when this guy came in to try to hold the place up, and he was wearing some type of, almost like a disguise. It looks like he dropped some glasses, a hat, and a wig that's inside the bank on the floor. So I think what happened is he came in and either said, I don't know if this is the case, he either announced it was robbery or the guard figured out that something wasn't right. And I haven't been confirmed that the bad guy was armed yet. But there was a confrontation between the two, and the only shots fired are from the armored car guard.
And it was an armored car guard from one of those private companies?
I think it's from Dunbar, is the company that he's from, that he's with. But he was already inside the bank when it happened.
And you said they didn't get to take any money because of
No money, nothing was taken, because he was confronted before the actual robbery could get underway.
Was there an actual armored car here at the time? Was the armored car?
Yes, the armored car is actually still here somewhere, parked in a standby mode. It may have already been dispatched away now that we're here, but per protocol, he ended up staying in the parking lot because his partner was inside.
Okay. So this guy came in and he announced a robbery?
That I'm not sure that he actually announced it, but he had a wig on and a hat and glasses, and it sounds like that's what did happen, but I didn't confirm that with anybody inside the bank to find out if he announced, hey, this is an armed robbery. But there was a confrontation between him and that armored car driver, and that's when he fired shots as he's coming out of these two doors that are right there on that side of the building. There's impacts where the bullets hit the doors. But he's apparently, according to witnesses who are out here, at least hit in the left side of his head because he was bleeding pretty badly and having trouble walking, so we don't know if he had a leg injury as well.
Okay. Did he fire any shots?
No.
Okay. And again, you said the woman getaway driver?
Yeah, she was described as a black female in her 20s, wearing dark rimmed glasses with a tight ponytail and medium build, no clothing description. But she was driving the car. Actually had to get out of the car and help the bad guy because he was having trouble getting himself into the car. So she actually got out, according to witnesses, and helped push him into the car and he speed off.
Can you describe the car again?
Yeah, sure. It was possibly reported as an Acura that's dark gray or black in color. Could have multicolored panels, but one unique thing about it is it had a spray-painted white spoiler on the back, so that it clearly looked like it wasn't a very good paint job, according to the witnesses.
Okay. All right. No one in the bank was hurt?
Nobody in the bank was hurt. Nope. When we went in to clear the bank, everybody was on the ground, hands up in the air, and everybody was pretty terrified, but nobody had injuries, nobody had been touched, nobody was hit by gunfire.